Hello everyone, this is Joe, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Synergy. About a week ago there's been a new major patch, patch 0.2. It introduces some very significant change to the game, especially when it comes to the harvesting. So I thought why not check it out, and I really like this game so it's not hard to convince myself to play. So let's get back in our game. Alright, this is where we left things last time. On the main quest itself, we had to produce some remedies, which we started doing in the pharmaceutical factory. And speaking of pharmacy, we have 2 injured citizens. I'll find them and send them to the infirmary. So I'm going to start with the patch changes. The major change, like I said earlier, is when it comes to the harvesting mechanic. Rather than selecting individual plant, now you have a radius around your picker's cabin. And you can add 3 different actions, which can be different actions. An example, if I put the flag here, it will ask me what do I want to pick. It's the same thing for the Arborist Workshop. So you are limited to this square now, but it's pretty wide, and you can always queue up the same commands if you would like to do that. As an example for resin there. I'll go back to this after. The other big quality of life change they've done is to allow to move buildings. Before we had to rebuild a new one and then destroy the old one. It doesn't cost any resource, but it does take 3 to 6 days. Otherwise, there's a lot of it that is just more information on the UI. As an example, if we do an environmental impact analysis, you're going to see some question marks on the plants. We haven't done it yet. And the other thing, like I said, it's just kind of in the UI improvement. Let's say we would be building a new house. You can see the statistics the house will have currently, if it's been put there. You can see the temperature is going to be, you can see some of the statistics. An example here, it would have nice well-being, but very poor culture. And which goes with this. As an example, let's say we put the bench. It does show it give 5 social. But that also applies to other buildings, let's say the canteen. Which is more useful, so you don't need to look at the menu all the time. The last little improvement is regarding the tick tree. Before they were not really clear on the building you were unlocking. Now, when you click on the technology, you can see exactly what you're going to unlock. So that's it for the changes. It's pretty significant, especially when it comes to harvesting. So I'm going to need to move completely our picker's cabin around because they cannot really reach the resources we're trying to get. So I have 3 objectives for this video. I want to make sure that our picker's cabin and arborist workshop are at the right place so we can gather the resources like we are supposed to. Second thing, I want to optimize some of our district. An example, last time we unlocked the canal, so maybe we could build a harbor district. And maybe even a crafting district. I'm going to need to move a lot of things around, but this is what the new move function is for. And last time we unlocked the Botanic Square, so I'm planning to do some kind of natural farm around this. And finally, the third objective, I want to optimize where we grow plants. And throughout the video, I'm going to do ground analysis on the plants so that we know what are their needs, so we can optimize it. As well as doing the usual crowd control so that the mushrooms doesn't completely invade our city. In fact, there was one right there. I'm going to remove it. Alright, so let's jump right in. I'm probably not going to bother with expedition this time. I mean, we could send some of them, but I really want to concentrate on growing our town for now. Alright, I'm going to need a picker's cabin here to take care of these petrified giants. And I'll get rid of most of the mushrooms here because I want to grow something else in this area. But I'll keep some on the right side because I still want some for food in case. I might change my mind later in the video, but that's the plan for now. Alright, so let's get rid of these mushrooms. By the way, this is one of these improvements that they've done. You can really see better what's going to happen when you perform an action. Like you see the yield over all the plants. Same thing here for cabbage. I'm planning to expand the village in this area, so I'm gonna rip this one out and we'll do more of our farm around here. Alright, I'm gonna move this picker's cabin here. It will allow us to get some of the rocks from this and maybe even pick up some mushrooms, make some of the food, as well as get some of the very important bark that we get from the cinder sprout. I'm going to move on our arborist workshop around here. That will allow us to do all the work on these trees here, and as well as picking the fruit from this one. And we need a picker's cabin to take care of the vegetable here. I'm gonna move this picker's cabin here to pick up some of the cabbages here as well. I'm not sure about this one yet, but maybe I'll move it afterwards again. I'll put it here, we can get some of the watery pods from this. And what about this arborist workshop? I think in fact this arborist is at the right place. I'm gonna get some of the branches with this one. I'll get the branches from here. See, it's very different from before, but you can really specialize your building to do specific tasks now, which I always find interesting in games. Allows you to have a bit more control. Alright, we'll let everything be put back together. We were doing some research last time that are just small upgrade, that's why I didn't spend a lot of time on it. Alright. I'm gonna do picking for the bark. And trimming for the rocks. There's so much resources here, I could almost use a second cabin. Like we could collect some mushroom as well. Okay, we're gonna need to have some waste, so I'm gonna pick on purpose the cabbages. And I'll use seed scattering on the shrubs to help it grow a little bit. I'll just assign 2 to each for now. Okay, this one is ready as well. So this one I'll just be doing the trimming for the vegetable. And I'll do seed scattering on these as well so that they can grow. Okay, I'll assign 1 each. I want to keep some people to do some other work. I'm going to max out the field laboratory so we can finish those analysis at some point. Alright, next it's our arborist workshop that's ready. We need resin for a few recipes, so I'll nudge these trees. I'm going to prune some of them so we can get material to create cloth. Oh yeah, we're gonna need another one here. Because we need to get the thorn to create the tools, and I'll do the pruning here so we can get the branches. I moved the watery pods to the picker's cabin, so I'm going to move the arborist workshop here so we can get some of the thorn we need to create tools. Let's start looking at our analysis. So these riverbank fingers, they don't proliferate, but they like the water shore. They have some good effects too. Lower temperature and increase the quality of the soil. Okay, the research we just did is to increase the assignment tower to 10. And next analysis. So the cinder sprout are toxic to all plant and they are invasive. And the petrified giants prevent them from proliferating further. It's good we have our line here to prevent them from coming further. Alright, so let's finalize what we were trying to do earlier. We're gonna prune all of these to get some of the thorn we need for our tools. There's no other trees around here, but I think it's fine. The thorns are important anyway. Maybe only one person is enough. The last analysis is the straw tree. They're good, they create shadow and organic matter. Okay, so we have a lot of poultices. I'm gonna change this to create 1 batch of each of them. I'm not focusing on the quest today, but no reason to not do it. Okay, let's look at our food and water situation. Food seems to be stable. Let's make sure the kitchen is producing. Yeah, that looks fine. And our water, I have enough for 2 cycles. Oops, I forgot the bunch tree analysis. If we prune the bark of the bunch tree, it allows us to unfold their leaves so you can project some shade. Oh interesting. Oh, those ones is after we prune them, so it's the opposite of the other ones. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, we have completed our other research. So that is the research we just completed. If the kitchen is in the range of the canteen, it will produce food faster, which is not in the radius currently. I'm going to build my harbor district in this area anyway, which means I'll need to move some houses and I'll put a canteen, so the kitchen should be in range soon. And the last one, the whipping gourd. So it increases humidity around. Okay, good. Increases well-being and make the soil better. Oh, and they don't react to scattering. They just appear naturally. Alright, so we're going to start performing the last type of analysis. This one allows us to see what the plant likes. This one is different than the other ones because it will only unlock if we are doing it on the plant that is in the right environment already. So anything that seems like it's growing easily, we'll send it to it. And I'm sure this thing is good because cinder sprout grows everywhere. So while this is going on, I want to start creating better districts. The harbor district requires a water pump and 3 houses, and it reduces the number of toxic water required. So that would make this purification basin much better. Our water is slowly going down, so I'll need to add 1 more of this. So I'm going to start with the pump, and I'll build a nice little canal here. I kind of want this here to be a growing area. Oh, this thing is tiny. Yeah, the coral will be happy as well. We can get some seed from this. Let's build our canals now. I did a quick test earlier. You cannot build a bridge over this. Alright, let's switch the remedy to the 3rd type. And we have seeds and we have the resin, so we're good. So now we've done the first ground analysis. We didn't look somewhere where the mineral was good enough, but we know now that it likes to go where it's low humidity, which is not surprising. It looks like a bunch of twigs together. A bunch of dry twigs even. Alright, our water pump is ready. I'm going to wait for the canal to be completed, and you'll see why when I explain how this works. I've been trying to see how we can get the lianas. We were trying to get the musical instrument last time, but we only have 1 whipping gourd. Maybe I can cut some of those beaky bells. Okay, they spawn by themselves, so I'm going to take this one. I'll probably build houses here at some point. It's not enough yet, but we'll make it there. Riverbank finger, let me guess it likes water. It doesn't care about anything else. Okay. Alright, so how the water pump works is that you set the number of canals that you have. In this case we have 20, and it increases the number of tools depending on how much water you want to set it to. I'm going to pause this. If you look at the humidity level, it's pretty good. I want to see what it does once we have the water canals. Alright, well, looks like it's +10 when it's not the dry season. There we go. Humidity 86%, yes. It's almost water. Well, our river finger should be happy now. Alright, let's look at our cabbage needs. That's what I assume, that's why I put the canal there. So cabbage likes a lot of water, and as well as a lot of organic matter, which they produce themselves, so this is pretty good. This is really the perfect spot to grow them. Oh, we started a new cycle? Oh, we're going to take 200 units of water. Yes, I'm definitely going to increase our water production as well here. Alright, let's take care of our water first. I'm going to add 2 more basins. I'm going to create our market square here and make this a harbor. Oh, we have a lot of rocks, so we'll make it a nice path. We want our new square to look nice. We are going to need 3 houses next to it. Our bark production is still pretty good, but the rocks is getting low. Oh, well, let's see what's happening in the story. We have enough food to send a rescue convoy to the Chalcedony Mesa. Let's deploy the exploration team now. Not gonna do it now. This is probably gonna be next episode. The petrified giant, they like the heat, they like low humidity, and they have no care about the rest. That makes sense. Oh yeah, we were low on rocks. Let's see, there's a few that grew here. The 30 each, that's awesome. And we have some here as well. They grew next to these rock emanation. While we're in ripping mode, I'm gonna take some of these tree trunks. There's a lot of trees here. The cinder sprouts, they like low humidity, and that's it. Since it's pretty dry, it's probably the right place to grow those straw trees. So I'm going to start seed scattering on them to start making a little farm here. Next analysis, the hatted tree. They like high mineral and 20% water. Oh, difficult, huh? I had built the wrong district, so I'm just rebuilding the market square now. We have the tree here and the sun awnings. It's a really nice place to put some houses here. Yeah, I'm gonna add my tree houses. One here. Okay, we're gonna create a harbor district. It covers our water pump. The tree houses will be here and our water building. What can we use to help this? Some sand extraction building. Okay, I'll look at this. Some fruit bearing plants. Blue hydra tree. Huh, there's some things we cannot make yet. There's gotta be a way to replant this. And the weather station. We can move it. We'll find something else to go there. The beaky bells. They like 60% water and low mineral count. And the giant fungus likes organic matter, and that's it. I guess it makes sense. We're out of transportation. That's why I did the research earlier. And I'll let everyone build. This is expected. So I'll just get ready with this right away and I'll create a canteen. And yeah, they're outside of the cellar and the water tower, so I'll have to build another cellar to store only water. It will have to do here. Alright, I believe we built all the buildings we have access to. I think we have enough medicine for now, so I'm going to turn this off. It's going to give us some couple people to put in this weather station just to activate this and get some bonus. Alright, everything built at the same time. In this cellar, I just want to keep clean water. Maybe the vegetables, it's right next to it, so they won't have to walk so far. And not the simple dishes, because that's going to be in our canteen. Yeah, we're good. These houses are all happy. This market square is thriving. Okay, we don't have bread yet, so I'll leave it like this. Our kitchen should produce faster. See, 183% efficiency. That's pretty good. Alright then, let's start looking at what we could build next. Let's go to our tech tree. In this corner, this is all the farming related technologies. I'm going to start plant tree introductions. We can start seeding new plants around the map. As for our purple research, we were looking at the production one here. So we had the woodworking, we have the textile that we haven't built yet. I'm going to start with sand extraction. It was one of the buildings for the harbor. It's going to be thematic. And it's probably needed to make glass that I've seen in the foundry. We're just missing 3 lianas. We can make the first batch of instruments. I'll rip one out. That's the tree we need right there. Oh, look at this here. This is proliferating like crazy. Jeez. Oh, I wanted a garden. I have a garden. To do the weaver's workshop, we need to have tree trunks, which we don't have enough. Okay, as soon as we're done with our musical instruments, I'll switch it to tree trunks in our carpentry. The whipping gourd, it likes higher amount of organic and low mineral. Okay, we might have some tree we can rip out. You know, just a little bit of selective deforestation. Ooh, abandoned sand harvester. I wonder if it's technology to get this. All right, new cycle. So we got a bunch of new people again. We're drinking a lot of water, so we'll have to watch out for this. And food is still fine, but I'll also keep an eye on it. I have space for 12 more. We had, I think, 9 more children or 7. If we have anything not maxed out, we can probably max it out. I was using this Arborist Workshop just for a thorn here, but as we saw earlier, there's so many of the orange trees above that I'll just move it here. Alright. Okay, we created a musical instrument, so I believe if we look to our research... Yeah, we needed 10 musical instruments to do this one, the Desert Melodies. I'm going to switch that and go to the production of tree trunks. Next, I wanted to do the Weaver's Workshop. Once it's built, we'll see what it can produce and where we can use these items. We have a lot of people. I'll make another picker's cabin here and start getting some rocks from this. And I'll create an Arborist Workshop here so we can get the bark from the bunch trees. Oh, there'll be 2 dry season coming soon, so we'll have to be careful. Okay, both our researches are completed. And we also completed the bunch tree. They prefer a lot of water. Huh, I'm almost surprised where it was. Or I guess that's why there's not that many. And the Hydra tree, they like 20% minerals. The rest, they don't care. Okay, well, the field lab is done for now, so it's gonna be a nice little 4 people we can use for something else. I moved it out of the middle of the town center, but since it's part of our scientific building, I kept it nearby. I'll see what I can put there instead later. Okay, let's go configure this. I'm gonna prune this for a thorn. Oh, we can notch some of this for resin as well. Not much, but I'm not gonna run out of thorns, that's for sure. Okay, our other cabin that we just built is ready. I'm simply configuring this one so we can get all the rocks from the petrified giants. And we can trim that one gourd for lianas. Okay, next I'm going to decide where I put the sand extractor. I was planning it for this harbor here. That's not a bad idea. It could also be for our scientific district. Okay, well, the sand extractor really have to be on the sand, which makes sense. But now I gotta figure out where we can put it. You know what? I think that's gonna be its rightful place here. Right in the middle of town. Wait until I start my playthrough of City Skylines 2, you'll see some funky stuff in there. Okay, I really need to increase our culture. We cannot do a lot of research that I want to do. What do we need for the art gallery? 300 culture, yeah. I guess that's the cart in front of the horse if I want to go there. I purposely built a musical instrument for this, so let's do the Desert Melodies. And it will increase culture and social within range, which is what I'm looking for anyway. As for our technological research, yeah, I'll get the foundry to allow us to do some of the more complex material that we don't have yet. Speaking of, I think I want to create the crafting district around here. We'll need to move some houses and put some water, but it'd be cool to have all kind of district around. Yeah, before starting building, we're a little bit low on bark, but we had built this Arborist Workshop just for that. Okay, I'm gonna notch these coral for some more seeds. There's not much else here, I think. Yeah, I think we're good with just these 2 tasks. Oh, our bark issue is probably because of the carpentry here. Yeah, we have a lot of tree trunks. I wish there was a way to set limit in this game, else than just having to manage it manually. Yeah, this is what's taking all our barks. I'll set it back to musical instrument. They can have fun without lianas trying to make it. Okay, Weaver's Workshop. We don't have any use for this yet. I'm not gonna assign anyone yet until we know what we need this for. It's one of the research. I have to create Sand Glider, which increases our expedition. We need to use some of the protective gear. Okay, it's probably something for next episode, not this time. Oh yeah, I was low on rocks. I think that's why I didn't build it. So we're going to create our crafting district here. Oh, I'll put the houses around the trees here. It's going to look nice. We're out of watery pods. I was afraid of this. We're not collecting a lot. Ooh. We're getting a lot of seeds now, so maybe it's an option. Alright, let's get them ashy pancakes for now. We have 1,000,000 vegetables, I'm assuming. Yeah, 300. I'm just gonna concentrate on picking up as much watery pot as possible. Ah, there's a new little tree growing. Must be our seeding effort. I'm gonna put back one person in there. I'm gonna analyze a few of these to see if one of them is in the right mineral space. Okay, our market square is created. We're gonna transform that into a crafting district. We have all this building here. Oh, the assignment tower goes with this. That might mess up our town for 3 days, we'll see. Otherwise, that thing like signposts and things like that. And let's build our 3 houses. Alright, the music workshop will be perfect to increase our culture. Let's make sure I build all the little things first. A little table to eat between the smelly cabbages at lunchtime. And 2 little benches behind the house. That should cover this. Okay, we need 4 more of these little decoration. Alright, so our analysis of Star Tree is completed. So the higher mineral, the better. And the last thing for our district, we just need a canteen and a cellar and we're good to go. And now we just need to let our citizen finish building. These cabbages are getting invasive here. Clean this up a little bit. Oh, new cycle, even more people. Still good for 2 cycles of water, but it's gonna be followed by 3 dry season. Ooh, okay. We need a bit of rotten resources to keep seeding when we're out of kernel for pancakes. We got a few watery pods. Yeah, these trees are the only way to get the watery pods and the branches. That's good. Our tree is growing, so it's probably a good sign. Oh, this one, the sand extractor is not here. It's just the sand factory. Try to find a spot on this side instead. Alright, move it here. We have 14 citizens available. Ah. We need to find them a job. Alright, this square could use a kitchen, and we can use 2 kitchens very soon. So, nothing wrong with adding a kitchen here. Alright, let's build our foundry next. Plus 10 temperature. Ooh, okay. Ooh, look at the radius of this. I hope there were not too many other buildings like this that I miss. Put it as far away from the houses as we can, but within the district. Oh, these things like the hot temperature, so it's at the limit, so yeah, as a bonus, we'll help those trees right there. And the other research we completed was the plant nursery, but we're low on rocks again. I'll still start it. Some stupid fungus growing here again. Since we have a lot of people, I'm gonna construct another weather station right in the middle of town. This district can use it as well. This This is definitely working. Look at all the cabbage. I think we understand how this works. Okay, well, I didn't want to send an expedition necessarily this episode, but we have a lot of people available. So you'll have 6 people going to this camp. Can make some mushroom soup. We're really scraping the barrel here. The Almanac. Smoke rises from the windows of a soot-black cabin. Inside, the explorers discover a technician fighting a very noisy machine that snaps and creaks at regular intervals. After a while, the technician gives up. She says the machine is a press and that she's hoping to print a survival almanac for the nearby villages. She wants to teach people how to find underground spring or distinguish toxic mushroom for those that filter water. Now she needs some paper to print her almanac, some resin for the ink, as well as the necessary tool to repair the machine's fan. Now we do have the fiber. Alright, the almanac is coming to life. I don't know what this means. I guess that was a multi-part expedition. Oh, we need to send it multiple times for the different type of resource. I see. Alright, go back there. Probably going to be the first bestseller in a while in that desert. Oh, that could be cool, and that's going to give us a reason to create work of art. We can't. We need 10 to start the research. Alright. Let's see if we have something in the plant discoveries, and oh, there is. Oh, there's a composter. So that will be probably to control the amount of organic material. We don't have enough rotten resource. Magnetic theory. Increase mineral in range, we can use this. Let me see if we can get some rotten material. There's so many of them. I'm gonna stop the seed scattering for a minute. In fact, these ones are too close from the houses, so here's our rotten resources we were looking for. And I don't need this to spread everywhere. Let's go back to the foundry. Alright, we can produce 2 types of material. We can either do composites or glass. Yeah, I think we needed glass to create the work of art. Yes, we do. Okay, I'm gonna go back to create a batch of tree trunks, and then I'll create the glass with this. Oh, this uses the sand we've been producing. We have a lot of it. Well, we added a warehouse here. I'm gonna store the glass here as well. Oh, we have 30 here. We're good. I'll just leave it on the stained glass. Get some work of art. Okay, let's continue our almanac. So as it said earlier, we need to give it some ink, so we'll add some resin. The party's path leads to a cabin belonging to the technician who still seems to be working on her press. She greets them warmly, though she mostly seems interested in one thing, what they have brought to repair the machine. Give some ink. And we just got 90 musical instruments. Alright. Just save some time. Okay, well, let's see if we have... Sometimes there's some little improvements. See here, we need protective gear to unlock some of these technologies. Alright, this one, hanging tapestries. Just requires some cloth. Let's look at our district to see if we can do little improvements. So we created a nice little crafting district here, which has its own little decoration. This, our old scientific district, still in a pretty valid situation here. Our cultural district. See, I'm going to improve this one right away. We can do some of this, add some benches and things like that. I'll add a little awning. I'll need some tree trunks. And we need 6 more benches, street lamp, and so on. I like the little community board. Probably says something along the line, welcome to our cultural district. Enjoy our table and sun awning that's still being built. Everyone likes a little dining area. By the kitchen. Couple small benches here. Sorry, And the last one here is our harbor district, which is very well optimized for now, and which helps us our production of water. All right, so we have our first batch of glass ready. Means that we should make our first batch of work of art soon. All right, you completed our magnetic theory, which allows us to control the soil mineral. For the next one, we have the building in the back, and that allows us to produce more rocks from water. That's good. And I believe this is what we'll be able to build afterwards. And we might be able to solve our rock issue. Alright, we are building our first work of art. And as soon as this is done, I'm going to move back to making tree trunks. I'm going to do a small research since we're pretty much behind on building the actual buildings we're researching. So this thing will allow us to get more watery pods, which we desperately need. Like this one is out of mushroom. Guess we can start using seeds for this. Alright, our plant nursery is ready. The planting action can be ordered at the plant nursery. It costs many seeds and often clean water. New plants can be obtained during expeditions. They can be integrated into your environment through planting. Plants can be integrated anywhere. They have a need depending on, yeah, so this is what we know. We know the plants need to have a specific thing that they like. Oh, that's good. So we'll see a heat map to see where we can plant those new plants. Looks like we can plant anything that we have currently. Oh, we can plant whipping gourds. Those are awesome. Cost 12 seeds. Okay. Oh, this is great. Can we plant trees? Oh, yeah. All right. And I'm going to need to put the nursery on this side because I want to have a lot more watery pods. Let's plant a couple whipping gourds. Is there a range? There's no range for this. All right. Yeah, let's hurry and build across before there's a patch that changes that. I thought it would be better here, but maybe the soil doesn't have enough minerals yet. It's a nice place to put a tree here. Our picker's cabin is here, so we can have a bit more trees in the town. And maybe even another one here. Right, we have new river fingers here. And we're going to nudge these one as well, because now we know how good they are to get seeds. Okay, we produced enough work of arts. Okay, I'm going to continue with this slowly, but I'm going to stop the work of art here and go back to making a bit of tree trunks. What are these things? No, we didn't plant that by mistake. Okay, those are new things that just appeared in the map. I don't know how long they've been here. Huh, well, let's start some research again. I'm guessing the ground quality will be good, because why would they appear here? Alright, we'll see. I did not expect a random plant to appear. Huh. Never realized it does see the condition there. Oh, this one's in good health. Okay. It's just this one. Alright, go analyze this stuff. Okay, so this is to produce... Ooh! This is a greenhouse. We can produce food in there. And we have all the material for it. Yeah, that might be my next research. Let's fire it up. Oh, I did see a research I hadn't seen earlier. This is where you make bread. There's a little... Ah, we need to have our agricultural farm. Okay, yeah, that's why it's here, but it's not unlocked. We're back to be out of watery pods. I guess the research we're doing is not going to be wasted. Alright, what is this plasma teardrop? Oh, you can get watery pods from this as well. Huh. Yeah, I don't want to get wounds though, so... what other action can we do for this? This thing is not good. I can't even rip it out, I'll get injured. Jeez. Huh. That is a problem. Reaping action. Aha. That might be when we do this research. Need composite for this? I'll start producing this then. And we might need to get someone injured for this if we see that it's a bad species. Okay, we'll see. I like the surprise though. I mean, we do need watery pods, so... And we are done. Art as well. Okay, I'll do the composter so I can manage probably the quality of the soil. Speaking of that, let's see what we unlocked. Oh, most of them takes works of art to do. Can't really stop making them after. And in one day we'll get 11 more people. Ooh, that's a lot of mouths to feed. Okay, we're getting low on seeds. Yeah, I'll at least put a picker's cabin here, but that might become a full new production of water and everything. Alright, so the plasma teardrop increased temperatures. Oh, protective gear might means that we don't get wounds. Oh, wounds are guaranteed. Okay, so this is the wrong time to get rid of this. This is really bad. And they're all over the place. Oh. Alright, well, we do have some poultices, so... Well, before it becomes too crazy. Maybe not this one. Because we're analyzing it, but... Alright, it's gonna hurt. Probably have a few person in the infirmary after this. Immediately after. Oh, ouch, that hurts. It's all good. We have a lot of poultices, so is that the wound? Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot in stock. Alright, I need to do this one. This is the last one. Alright, this is done. We don't need to worry about it. Oh yeah, a little whipping gourd are appearing now. We can start getting some lianas the proper way. Oh, they probably grew because of the foundry, because this thing makes the temperature super hot. Oh, that's what it is. Where's the analysis? The one we didn't work because we didn't pick the right plant. And this one is in good health, so... Oh, there's a sand factory that we can put here. What does it cost? Yeah, 30 tools, we're good. We're about to start making a bit more rocks ourselves. Now I'll probably just make more water created from here. Alright, let's put the mineral enhancer here so we can make our trees even healthier. Next thing, so I wanted to put some of these work of art. We have a lot of houses here, so I'm going to put all these things in this area and we'll get a lot of boost of culture. Let's start with a shimmering awning. By the way, how it works for the houses, so all these little building stacks, as you just saw it increase, up to the maximum that the house can have. So yeah, I want to increase our culture level so that I can do some of the nice research. Like the house here, 260, so that's going to be my first goal. Alright, let's go look at our mineral enhancer. So that costs 1 stone per 10 days. Okay, for now. So we can increase both the radius and the amount of minerals we want to add. And that increases the number of rocks that we need, but it's very minor anyway. Yeah, sure. Here we have a lot of source of stone and we just got a new one above up there. By the way, I think we'll need to build a second transport tower because we're moving things way too slow still. These things better be in good health after that. Couple whipping gourd, and I think I'm gonna stop with the planting afterwards. Okay, prefers high temperature and lower organic matter. Yeah, that's what I assumed. That's why it started growing, because of the foundry here. Oh, and I'm pretty sure now they produce 10. It's because we increased the quality of the soil. Let's check, see if this one is worth more, or is it just because it grew bigger? Oh yeah, see, these ones are worth 14, so okay. So this one, they would like a foundry next to them. Okay, these houses are very poor in culture, so they deserve a few more work of art for them. I want to reach 260. First of all, let's see here. Oh, we can put a lot of people in here, but it's gonna need a lot of water. Okay, I think there's a research that we can use dirty water instead. This one, green water. As for our cultural research, I'm gonna wait a little bit to get the better houses. Alright, and before we run out of water, because we're gonna need some to make the bricks, and the fact that we have 1 million people available as well, I'm going to create a full water setup here. And I'll put a warehouse here, it's going to be useful at some point. And I'll put the assignment tower I wanted to build here. Alright, our new water setup is almost complete. Alright, green water, let's see. Oh, this just takes the bad water directly. This is way better. Alright, let's start making some rocks. Oh, a little thing I missed earlier. This plant is known among us as a symbol of the deadliest heat waves. Its proliferation is a bad omen. Yeah, those little thing there. This is going to be high priority. I want the first bark to go there. Oh, look at their water going down. It's even blinking red. Ooh. Ah, look at this here. This is great. We're growing it how I wanted. It's the same recipe we were doing, except with toxic water instead. We'll have to be really careful now. We're not getting a lot of water because of the dry season. Until I get my water under control, I'm not gonna do this. We have our 160. Oh, it might be a good time to finally upgrade our road. These things don't care about organic matter, but these things hates it. So I'm gonna make this nice little green area. And that should get rid of those plasma teardrop, or at least they're not gonna be happy. Okay, how's our water? Okay, 300, it's going back up, and this is going back up. Okay, we might have cut that right on time. Alright, well, the last thing I want to do in this episode, I want to build a botanical square. And this is going to be for our planting here. Have our army working on the roads here. Oh, we have so much sand. Jeez, pause. You people are gonna go do something else. Jeez. I mean, can't blame them, they were efficient. Alright, we can increase the number of people in our picker's cabin. I did that mostly for these two here, the vegetable and the one getting the watery pods. Alright, 260. I want the nice looking houses. And maybe a last little research for this video. Gonna make it cost less water, so why not? Okay, this one needs someone, I guess, to go spread the crap around. It's gonna cost a lot of matters, but it's worth it to make the life of those plants miserable. Alright, let's look at our botanical square. So we have the choice between a natural district, which increases plant growth, which is exactly what I wanted. We can do the agricultural district, but do I need the farm for this? And the flourishing district is for the well-being. That's for the Zen garden. So natural district is what we wanted. Okay, we have the autonomous garden, which this is what we unlocked earlier. Ooh, okay. Was thinking, did I put one earlier? Look at the size of this. I did not. Okay, well, I need space. Sorry, mushrooms. And we're missing the 3 houses. So that will be our 3 houses. As usual, we are gonna need water, so I'll get a little cellar. Oh, our water is low. Yeah, it's still dry season for this season and the next one. I'm gonna have to build another pontoon. Especially now, we can just use toxic water directly. Our new house's research is completed and the garden is also ready. We have the choice between toxic or regular water. Yeah, I'd rather use some of the toxic water. That produces 50 pods at a time. Jeez, that's pretty good. It requires a lot of resource though. Alright, let's finish building. After that, people will be available to do other stuff. Don't have a lot of houses that can accommodate children. This is on purpose. I want to stop the growth for a moment and stabilize. Okay, we'll start getting more branches from here later on. Pontoon is ready. Well, at some point I want 4 people here. Alright, one more cycle before the big dry season ends. With 2 workers, this takes 20 days, so 2 per cycle. Oh geez, this completely drained our seeds and wastes. We have a good amount of raw resource now, so I'll pause it for a little bit. Oh yeah, this costs 12 per 10 days. It's fine, we can pause it, I think. Yeah, this is getting better already, the organic matter here. Alright, our arborist workshop at our new branch farm is ready. Alright, that should be good for branches. Before finishing, I'm going to build some nice little houses. I'll put it here. Decast composites, I'm not going to go crazy yet for these. Which we should unpause. Oof, we're drinking almost all the water we produce. Oh, the wells are stopped during dry season. That's one of the big difference. Okay. Alright, only 2 new children. This is fine. We have enough people as is. Alright. So, panic mode I think is done. Maybe I went overboard with the purification basin. I'll see if I need all of them for later, but for now they're built. Alright, well we stabilized almost. Alright, okay, well this is increasing, so this is good enough for me. Alright, let's take a little pulse of what we've done. So we have a really nice little natural district here, which is where we do all our growing. We have created a new little section to get more water, and at some point that will become our art district. Doesn't look like anything yet, but you know, we transform all industrial area these days, so that's what we're gonna do here. Alright, well that will be it for this episode. The video is a little bit longer than usual, but I really wanted to get to that point. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button and leave a comment. As usual, thanks everyone for watching, and have a great day.